Hi teachers, welcome to second tutorial for Desmos activities. In this tutorial we are going to see how to create a Desmos activity for our students, and if you haven't watched the first video, I'm gonna put the link for first video in the description. Please do check. So this is a very beautiful platform, and we can create different types of activities in here. Let's get started and create our first activity. So first of all, you have to go to again teacher.desmos.com and sign in with your account. For example, this is my account and I logged in with my school ID. Now when you are at the home screen, so see here, home screen, so that's the page. Okay, these are actually the activities from Desmos, and on this side there are activities which we can find as per requirement. So but today's idea is actually to create one activity for our own students. So what to do when you are on the home screen? So there are three options here: collections, customs, and history. History, you will see the list of activities you have already conducted. Now custom, when you press custom here, you will see some of the activities you prepared already. If not, no problem, you can just click here, new activity. So when you click on new activity, you will be taken to this page. That's how it will look like. This is actually the page where you are creating a new activity, and there are always tutorials available. So for example, if you're new to Activity Builder, you can go there and get started here. So there are a few things which you can learn. Let me show you there. So meanwhile, we can have a title for our activity. For example, this is the first activity, and we start building this activity. That's how the platform is. And if you, the link which I clicked before, learn Desmos Activity Builder, so they have provided us different tutorials, different things, so you can get started with that. So let me come to the same platform. So guys, this is the screen, and these are the details if we want to fill in. So I'm on the screen. First activity is my title, and this is my first page, how this will look like. So you can enter some instructions for your students here. For example, I always do welcome you all, and you can just check with the different things here. So what I can do, there are different options for us: graph, table, sketch, media, notes, and input, choice, and more. So this is graph. If you want to ask something from graph, okay, what I usually do, I always click on note, because that's the box where you can write or type. Okay, for example, I'm going to write, we are going to investigate or learn, whatever you think, learn how to solve linear equations, or you can say how to, or just practice. You can say how to solve, or just say practice. We are going to practice, if they know already, for example. Then you can leave it here, or you can ask some questions. How are you feeling today? And so they can enter their responses here. Input, so you need to create input here. There are two options: text and math expressions, and you can click this, show students their classmate responses. So this is something good for the starter. Like, you can ask your students how they're feeling, or what they have learned last time, or what they remember from last lesson, whatever. So that's the introductory page. So you click on new screen. Okay, now let's say the first problem, this is my first problem I'm going to create for my students. So I'll click on notes. Okay, solve for x. Okay, this is my first question. This is here on the bottom part, it's fx. This is for math expressions if you want to create. For example, 3x plus 6 equals to 18. So I have one equation for me, and I want my students to enter the answer for this. So input, math, okay, because I want to ask them to enter a number, or just because normally students enter x equals to their number. And then you can go here and to see how students will see this page. It's called student screen preview dashboard. This is for us on teacher's dashboard, and this is the answer which student is going to enter. For example, here x equals to 4, submit. It's recorded, it will be there, teacher can see this answer, and then student can go to the next screen or to the previous screen. Okay, so here student can write whatever. So anyway, let's go to second page. Now let's try something from graph. Okay, or we can create a multiple choice question here. For example, okay, solve for x and choose the correct option. Okay, so I'm going to click it here and I will see, okay, 2x plus 5 equals to 19, for example, and then I'm going to give them choices. So simple or multi-select. What I do actually always randomize my choices, okay, and click on the correct option. For example, x equals to 19 minus 5 is, so 14 divided by 2 is 7, so 7 is the first answer. You can type in like math expression, of course. If x equals to 7, you can insert in the options your graph or image, and here you can like to type different options for them like that. Okay, add an option or randomize so that every student will get a different order of these answers. That's how they are going to see. Let's see this. See, solve for x. 2x plus 5 equals to 19. Okay, x plus 3. Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. Because the correct answer is x equals to 7. So when the student is clicking on x equals to 3, teacher will be able to see this cross on their dashboard. Okay? And you can ask your students how they got this answer, so that they can say, okay, 2x equals to 14 or whatever, and then x equals to 14 divided by 2, something like that. They can even type in math. See? So x is to 14 divided by 2, like that. So it's super easy, not a rocket science. Let's go with the graph. So you go here. Guys, I have created some tutorials only for graph actually, like, because there are lots of things we can do with graphs. So if not, you can go in the playlist and check the other tutorials how you can play with graphs. For example, here I'm going to ask them, okay, this is a line y equals to 2x minus 3. Okay, so I can ask, okay, what is my slope, what is my gradient, what is y-intercept, etc. So there are different things. So if you want to show some points here, so you can go to settings and click on the table, so it will create a table automatically. Okay,
so even you can create some, for example, list with these close parentheses, square brackets. For example, I want to take 1 2 3, put 3 dots and then the last number, so it will create a list. And then, for example, if I create my f of x as 2x minus 3, okay, and then if I plot some points a and f of a, see how these points will be available there. You can just put them label and you can see. Okay, once you're done, for example, you are going to ask them, the points are visible, and you are going to ask them in note, okay, what is the slope of the line, and then you put input here so that you can ask your students to enter the number or the text. So that's how you can adjust it. Okay, let's try one more. You press the, so if you press the plus button here at the bottom on the left, you can have a new screen here. So here choices or more. This is now interesting. You can create some geometrical shapes, you can create some order list or card sorting. This is very good thing, card sort. For example, you can create some questions here. For example, just click on this fx, it will take you to the math expressions. For example, 2x plus 5 equals to 1, and then you type the answer here. X equals to minus 2. We go to the next card. X minus 3 equals to 9. So like that. So you can go it quickly. The answer is 12. Then you go to the answer key and you create your answer key. Okay, this is connected with this. This is connected with this. And done. So students will see like that, and when they are done with the correct answers, teacher will be able to see the correct mark on the dashboard like that. See, it's done, and then you can just relax. So these are the things. You can create images, for example. Let's try that in the new page, media, for example. Here, let me upload some image from the available stuff. For example, I have a triangle here, and from a triangle I'm going to ask them, it's loading. So you can insert image directly from here, but what I will do, I will press on sketch, and on sketch there are options for background. For background I can create a blank or graph or one image. So let's put image here. For example, if I put this image, let's say this one, and then I'm going to ask my students to draw on that or some labeling, something. So you can do different things here. Okay, so it will be ready soon. So meanwhile I can type here, okay, please label the sides like adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse, whatever, or you can just mark angles which is not 45 or 90, whatever. You can create input, and again choices or table. Okay, you can create a table here. Okay, what is trig value, trig function, or the value? For example, here you can ask, okay, what is sine 45? And then you can ask, okay, what is tan 45, like that. So you can ask your students like this. You can preview this page. This is good. See, label the sides and then figure out. For example, sine 45, they know, okay, 1 or square root 2. So for square root they will just type like that, something like that. See, so it's 1, tan 45 is 1, so maybe this is wrong, so we can create it and then correct it. So like that, divide by 2. For example, this is my answer, and students will enter here and then they can label it. For example, here they can type, okay, this is, for example, longest side, this is the adjacent side, this is the opposite side. They can create some lines if they want. Okay, this is 90-degree angle, something. So they can draw on this image. So, and they can create, go back, clear everything. So guys, try your first activity. Okay, what you have to do, you just need to press this next button when you are done, publish, and you can put some details here, and it's optional for you, private, or you want to share with the community, or you want to put on your own website. So this is for description, first activity, whatever you want to type. And students can have the access of calculator here. So if you click it here, students will be able to use calculators on screen. So you can publish it. Okay, try this activity. In the next video, I'm going to tell you how we can edit the some activities which are already existed, plus we'll start with some coding, because even if you see the Desmos helplines or Desmos videos, they are not with the coding. So we will start the coding session in the next tutorial. Thank you. Keep watching and stay connected. Take care. Bye.